And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our 1.0 tutorial series. And this has been running for quite some time, and we have 11,000 of the 238 and a whopping 62. Oh, 63. Yay. We actually had a little bit more. I scooped up 10 to make some uranium fuel cells, because I want to upgrade my bots in my main base here. We have 100 bots exactly, which is how many fuel cells we have just to start the process of getting nuclear bots. But I have to research them first. So the Covarex Enrichment is 1,500 science packs, and yeah, that's a lot. Ooh, wow! Look at this. That was an attack and a half. Wow. These guys are angry. And that means I need to possibly maybe increase my DPS over here a little bit. Alright, so I want to get the enrichment process up. And, you know, there's many ways to solve the problem. Now, I would like to make a setup that can be beaconed for reasons. So we are going to just arbitrarily set up 10 of these, and we are going to do. Well, we're gonna have to set that up in a second. Okay, so two things needed. We need some of the 238. But we need a gross amount of the 235. So what I want to do is I want to set up loaders on these. Do I want to separate these at all? I really don't need to make this a compact system. And if I want beacons in here, 1, 2, 3, like so. Let's put those in those, and these we need to turn these around, so just hit R so they're going in. So one set needs to be the 235 and one set needs to be the 238. Now the 238 is not gonna load that much. It's like 5 crafts, so it'll load a maximum of 10. The thing we have to think about is the 235. It's gonna want to load a lot of 235 into each one of these. So, how do we handle that? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something like this. I want something that's tileable, naturally. And beaconable. And beacons can go in between. Beacons are 3x3s. And if we really want to beacon this, we could set these up one. That way, imagine these are beacons, right? We could do a beacon there and a beacon there, which would cover both of those. Okay, so the 238 is a simple step. Let's go like this and go like this. Okay, now the issue is if we split and then this fills up, this might not. I mean, if we split this amount right now, 33 will go in there and 33 will go in there. Neither of those would actually start running because it needs 40. So we want to make sure that the output is correct. It's going to prioritize this output until this fills up, and then some will start going over there, right? So let's see if we can't do this here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, there's a myriad of ways that you can set this up. And I've done it pretty much differently every time. You know, it's all in how you like to set things up. So let's get this set up like this. Nice tileable system. And this is one of the reasons why I want to get my bots up and running, because man, having bots is a glorious, glorious thing. You and you and you and you. Oh man, I missed a few. Okay, and then we want to set up you. And in case we want to tile it even further, stretch that out. And I'm going to need more undergrounds. Let's... Whoa. Whoa! How did they get in here? Wow, all these completely drained out. Wow, that must have been a massive attack. And I need some things and stuff in storage. You can see the bots going around and replacing and repairing. How did they get up into here without passing any of these defense? Like, there's tons of defense turrets in here. And they somehow got by all of that. Good Lord. That must have been a devastating attack. It's amazing how I missed those, right? It's just like amazing. Get something in here. Like, where did that attack come from? So they somehow found their way in past this line of defense, coming in here past like this line of defense, or they came up. I bet you they came up from here, and they just kind of swooped in and hurt my base. Here I was thinking, oh, we could record, no problem, and oops. Not really. Yeah, the research that I'm doing is just killing my resources, especially copper, which is a brutally expensive amount of stuff using copper now. Like I've expanded red circuits again, and you know, green circuits, all that stuff is just getting obliterated now, and we do not have enough copper to go around to satisfy everybody. So yeah, that is a problem. Okay, well, I guess disaster averted for now. The bots kind of replaced everything that needed to be replaced. Okay, moving on to what I was doing. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was going to grab some more undergrounds. How am I doing on splitters? Well, I could do half a stack of splitters. Okay, so you... So what we want to do is we want to make sure these are prioritized, because 80 This will try to load 80 before it ever tries to send any more on, which is why we want to use loaders, because inserters would be slow enough where they would not be able to load it fast enough, and you'd get some going down the line, and that would not be good. And you'd be surprised at how fast, once you get this system up and running, how fast it actually fills up. So we are going to do a one there. Yeah. And then let's set the recipes. Because the centrifuge is one thing that you cannot connect to a circuit network, unfortunately. Okay. The upper one here, the one doing the 238, there really doesn't need to be a priority because it's only going to load a maximum of 10 in here. And, you know, you really don't need a super duper amount of that. So we're just gonna let that fly. Okay, so let's hook up at least this. It's going to load 10, and then it's going to let the rest move on. And with the priority, these should be good to go. Now, I've also crafted a bunch of filter mini loaders, and these are going to be the output for all of these. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up a similar system that we have up here for the output, because the output is going to output the 238. So let's set all of those up. And it's not much. So what I'm going to do with the output, this actually consumes, it's a consumer of this 238. And we're going to want that to filter in. Now, the 235 is really what we're going after here. And for every 40 that you put in, you get 41 back. You can hook these up to productivity, which is why I wanted this setup beaconable. Now, when they first released nuclear power, and when they first released centrifuges and all of this, there was a bug associated with the productivity modules in here. Whereas after the productivity went through, instead of getting 1 extra, you got 41 extra. And that was a huge boon when it first came out, which they now have, you know, fixed. So we're going to give ourselves some space, because remember, if we're going to have... Good Lord, I am out of those. So beacon, 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 right? This is going to be a beacon. So 3 beacons going down. This one should be able to hit those. So that's my minimum distance that I need to go in order to get all of these. Oh my goodness. What's that? Let's make sure those are lined up. Now you could mix all of these. There's nothing wrong with mixing those. So we're gonna do this. I like doing this sort of factory style where I just do one step at a time. A little repetition will help you kind of understand what's going on. So all of these running will, you know, really saturate this belt. So you could like do 5 of these and branch these off like up here, right? Because 40 of these coming, I mean, this is 30 items a second. When we finally upgrade to blue, that's like 60 items per second. That's pretty fast. I don't think we need to bother doing too much out there, but we're going to just load this right back in. And maybe even have both of these, because why not? You know, why not? And then we're going to have the output here. And maybe eventually have, you know, 2 output. It all depends on what your preferences are. I don't really have any major preferences. Now, one thing you might want to do about this, if you notice, this would output, and there would be some tickling the belt down here, which would kind of be a waste. So what we're going to do is we're going to do output priority and set it to like the seedling. That's from the Bob's Greenhouse mod. And what that will do is ensure that nothing gets put on there. There's no extra little bits hanging off there. And we want to make sure that that is good to go. So the 238, we're gonna stretch all the way out here. Because remember, we could add a second line in here for these. So having these stretched out will help keep that. Plus, we could put another beacon in here, too. That is an option. Because the beacon area of effect is 3, and this is only 2 blocks out. So we could have, well, I guess no. The beacons would come out here, and there'd be a square. There wouldn't be a room for a beacon there. So scratch that idea. But, you know, designing these with beacons in mind right away is a good thing. You know, having the plan ahead of time will prevent you from having to refactor your whole base or your whole design later on. And I want to copy, just hold the button down, that setup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to integrate these right back into the system. And then I'm going to prioritize the input to be left. So any 238 coming back will be prioritized over this. Okay. And now I need, well, I can probably just do that. That is your basic Covarex enrichment setup. Now, again, there are 100 ways to set this up. This is just one of the ways that I've done. I've done many in the past, but I wanted to set up one specifically that was beaconable. Because I'm going to come in here and I'm going to try to get some modules going. These are really cheap to research. At least this step is. Speed module 2. Where's my productivity? There's my productivity. See how like 75 or like really 75? Efficiency, not really worried about it. And then speed module 3. These things take, look at that, 5 speed module 2s. Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts a lot. So that's 300 there. Productivity, 3. 300 more there. Ouch. 3. Oh, man, that's 5 of those? Like, really? That hurts. That hurts a lot. Okay. So we have all of these. I think the one in the end I'm going to need... Yeah, see, output priority. I think what I'm going to do here is just cut that off like that. Now there is a way using this setup to have a set up here. There is a way to do that. With these undergrounds, you just dial this underground back one. You put another splitter here, and you repeat that. Same here. You dial this back one, and you can add another one. Okay, so let's get... How many do we have? 65. 65. So what these are going to want to do is they're going to want to load 2 crafts worth of uranium in these. And so it's going to want to load 80. Well, my brain was just like numbers. So if we load this like this, it's going to all push down into here. This is going to start up. We do not have enough, as you can see, to kickstart another one. And these are 60-second crafts. So every minute, we're going to get an extra uranium out of this. And this won't start up again until this cycles around and this dumps back in. And it will do that over and over and over again until this reaches 80 in here, and then they'll start filling this one up. And this one will start going, and then we'll get 2 every minute. You know, it'll be a while. One thing you could do is sort of babysit this and, you know, say, oh, if this hits 40, you know, once this hits 40, I can manually move that 40 over to here and have this one going, and do that for a little while, and then be getting 2 every minute. This is why I wanted to get modules, because I want to put productivity modules in here and have beacons with speed modules. See, now we got 35 instead of 34, so it's great. And this sort of thing, I mean, I really should have prioritized this much earlier, like super early. As early as you possibly can research that. And that was... I hope they didn't destroy that. That was my Roboport out there. Okay, I think... That's good to go. See, we got 36 now. We must... And so this will be also fed by all this reprocess. Ooh, there's another one. There's number 37. Yes. So that goes down. And now we have 37. And then when this gets done, we'll have 38. Oh, 39. Nice. 39. So if that hits 40, if we happen to get another one here, I could take all those out and drop them in over here. Now, what I was hoping to do is connect this to a circuit network and say, if there's 40 in there, don't load any more. But for some reason, I don't know why, the centrifuge, again, is one of the only buildings in the game that you cannot hook up to a circuit network. I don't know why they did it. Like, you can hook up train stops. I mean, there's tons of stuff that you can hook up to circuit networks, but for some reason, the centrifuge isn't one of them. No, we're not gonna get it. But this next cycle, we will be able to. So as soon as this cycle gets over, and everything sort of goes back to normal, get all of that out. That loads up with 40, and I can just dump those in here, and we've got now, we got 2 of these running. Now, if I leave, obviously this is the only one that's going to run for a while. I'd have to sit there and babysit, and I I really don't want to do that. But I could. Just enough to get all these. And then once all of these are running, we're getting 10 more every minute. We're adding 10 every single minute, plus any that are produced over here. See, we get an extra one there. Yeah, hey, we got an extra one. And you can quickly, and this is, again, consuming 3 a minute of these, but we are producing a massive amount of these. So that's why I prioritized this line coming back, because I do not want this to, once this fills up, this would back up and prevent these from actually running, which is a bad thing. What I could do, now that I have 2 of these potentially running, the other way that I could handle this is I could take the output priority off of here, which means it will split the 2 together. Okay, it will say, oh, now that I have now that I can support 2 of these, split the income stuff coming in, and it will always keep these both running, because it will evenly split all of the output, which is excellent. So that's another way you could do it, and I don't think there's a way. Splitter might be the other. Yeah, you can't connect splitters to it either. All right, let me see if this works properly here. This one has to get done as well for them both to run. So he should have roughly 20. Should have roughly 20. And now they're both running again. Yay! So it'll be a few cycles for them to actually build up, you know, more. They'd have to have 20 extra in each in order to say, hey, let's disable the split on another one. But that is the basic Coverx. We are working on modules right now, and I want to go upgrade at the main base. Oh, look at our copper. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. Yeah. And the main reason I'm really anxious to get this up and running is I want to start building. I want to start building track and start expanding our system, which is going to require a lot of bots and a lot of logistics support. So we're going to do a deconstruction planner, and I'm going to right click and do trees and rocks only. And we are going to come out here. This is a way to sort of get all your bots into one location. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Let me go up here and check on what's going on. Oh yeah, look at the biters up here. Wow, where are these guys coming from? Way over here? Or way over there? Oh, they're coming from over here, I bet. Well, I'm glad I put some turrets around that. So, bots, you are going to clear all of those trees. 184 divided by 4, that would be 18, 4, 8, 6, that's 40 something bots. I need all 100 bots. As you can see, construction. Oh, 2 of my bots have been destroyed. That's never a good thing. Oh, here's a good spot, right in here. Yeah, this is good enough. So 400, roughly 400 wood is what I'm going for here. And this will get the bots out because it distributes that command. And they're going to immediately head towards some... Ooh. What happened here? Deconstruct 100 objects. What's construction bots? So they're going to head to storage. And they're going to want to store all that stuff. Namely, the one that already has wood in it. Because they are pretty smart. If a chest has something in it, that's where they go. Oh, now they gotta recharge. So now we're just going to get them trickled in. There was a couple extra jobs. So as they get in here, we're going to just grab them out. And probably just upgrade them in my pocket for now. So at the end of all things, I should have 98 of these things. Because you don't want slow bots running around your base. If you guys grab the 60, 70, 88. And we have 5 left. I can just grab them right out of the air. Are you going to charge? You're going to charge, aren't you? Oh, no. So you have 0 bots. Construction 5. Where are these 5 construction bots? Ah, they're there. Okay. So we should be able to upgrade these to construction bots. I need a little bit of these. 98 of the nuclear bots. This is my mod. And so we're going to want to put those in. And we'll automate this probably next episode. We will get this all automated. The creation of the bots and the insertion of the bots into the system. That way everything is very, very good. And I'm going to want like 2 more bots in order to get the even 100, because I like even numbers. I don't know why. But yeah, this is the construction bots, and I will fire off a little bit of a graph. There's the 98 construction bots. So if I grab this trees and rocks again and I say all of these, we much faster, and they don't have to recharge. They just go right in and good to go, happy as can be. And now I would like to get the 2 remaining bots good to go here. That would be way up here. Get that. What am I missing? I'm missing circuits again. Wow, circuits. Crazy. And there's number 100. Bingo. Excellent. Exactly 100 construction bots. Good to go. And yeah, I do have I do have bots out in here. I've got some bots over in here. I've got some bots in here. But for right now, I'm less worried about those than I am about the ones in the main base. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.